Welcome to one of my Runeterra highlight videos. I highlight a different deck almost every single day of the week. If you enjoy the content, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. Enjoy. Alright, today we're going to be looking at an older deck that kind of is a slightly updated variation of it. This Twisted Gangplank deck was one of the more premier aggro decks a couple months ago, or a few months ago at this point when I first started playing Runeterra, but in recent months it's been overshadowed by the slightly lower to the ground Misfortune Gangplank deck. So this deck, notably compared to that one, is playing Twisted Fate as its second champion alongside Gangplank, and Twisted Fate allows you to be a little bit more flexible with what your deck is doing. So when you play Twisted Fate, you get to play a Destiny card, which either lets you draw a card and replace him immediately, deal 1 damage to everything, or deal 2 to the strongest enemy thing, and then stun it. So, what Twisted Fate and going a little bit bigger with cards like Riptide Rex and Captain Pharaon allow you to do with this build compared to the Misfortune deck is this is more of an aggressively slanted mid-range deck as opposed to a dedicated aggro deck. So, by going higher on our curve and having card advantage with things like Yordle Grifter and Twisted Fate, it allows us to assume a more controlling role against other aggressive decks while still allowing us to have decent beatdown tools against control decks. So, for example, Zap Sprayfin is a card that applies pressure nicely because it's a 2-2 with elusive, but when it draws a spell, drawing things like Death's Hand, Make It Rain, and Noxian Fervor allow us to also make Zap basically be an interactive spell against other decks that are trying to get under us. And then we've got the other usual suspects here, things like Jagged Butcher, Dreadway Deckhand, Petty Officer, as cheap things to play to the board to both apply pressure or control the board against other aggro decks. So let's go ahead and jump on into a few games with this and see how it feels still. But they have to beat our Gangplank deck now with both of their decks. I agree, Tekuro. I also think something that we're going to see change and why seasonal tournaments are really awesome, as we've seen Runeterra ramp up their organized play over the course of the next year with seasonal tournaments and other things, we'll see the formats likely get even more diverse as people work to innovate in them. Competition definitely drives innovation. Who's got 2 thumbs and isn't playing around Avalanche? This guy. Damn it, 1-drop. They almost assuredly have a catalyst there, and we just get to deny them. Basically, so I gave up 2 points of damage to deny them the ability to ramp there, is basically what I did. Because they would have healed 3. I don't think anybody's bashing, I haven't heard anybody bash seasonal tournaments so much as I think people just haven't really thought about how having competition will drive innovation even more. Having that extra carrot at the end of the stick will push people to try harder.
What will you have?
How do we feel about pick-a-carding here? Do we want to pick a card, put back this, or do I want a Grifter?
Oh, do you want to get back to work?
Well, if I pick a card, I definitely want to save spell mana. I think my mana's not quite high enough to leverage pick a card yet. Easy game, chat. There were some people in chat that were mentioning having concern about playing Yordle Grifter with so many Noxious cards in this build, and to those people, all I have to say is, please try being luckier. It's a strong play. What's the old saying? Luck is where skill meets preparation, or skill meets opportunity. Preparation meets opportunity. Preparation meets opportunity. Easy block. I'll pass here and see what they do. I think we're ahead on board and can take a pass. I don't know. I guess they're at 19 too, though. That's good. This could go either way. They could just pass back and burn mana here. Da, 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 da.
Lady Luck is smiling. I've carved meat bigger than you.
Yeah, I think my play was loose here. I think I shouldn't have taken the pass last turn.
I smell a fight.
Hey, Thomas, thanks for the 15 months. Yeah, this format's been gasoline. I use pick a card so I want to level my Twisted Fate.
Now this game's heating up.
Again, Rexing into Tryndamere doesn't sound very good. Well, Trundle's not leveled, right?
Gotta trust your instincts.
Let's start here.
Eyes open.
We could Rex here, I suppose, now. If I Rex, does red card happen first, or does his cannons happen first? I probably want to Rex after red card, right?
He's talking without me. Who says I don't share?
Well, so the problem with warning shotting, chat, when you burst spell with level Twisted Fate out, you pass priority. For people that don't understand that interaction, for reference.
What's that you got there? You poor thing.
So this even means we live through This means we get to live through a atrocity for a turn at least, so that's nice.
Hold it, partner.
Yellow Mimic, thank you for the third of a year Prime support. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around.
Keep up, keep up.
My dashboard wasn't refreshing. We had a bunch of new follows today as well. Welcome to everybody joining the channel. Thanks for hanging out here today. I think we're on the burn them out plane at this point, right? So I think I start with Zap here over this.
Water.
So I think we do this, and then we also warding shot to get our red card, gold card in.
Do you want to get back to work? Dead in their tracks.
So I don't want to fervor the keg because Twisted Fate's dying anyways, and I don't want them to be able to stop my keg. My thing, that's a perfect draw. I don't want them to be able to stop my thing with a Vile Feast.
Leave your bags at the door.
Alright, one more Noxian Fervor, please, for the exact C's. Never lucky.
Let's do this.
I mean, if these Make It Rains roll right, we technically kill them, right? And I'm gonna attack with everything, hoping they trade this for one of them here. Hoping they play scared with this. Yeah, it makes the Make It Rains have a higher chance to kill them.
Get yours. Ah! There's plenty of killing left.
I assume they're opening attacks here. Ah, we were this close. We were this close. That's fine. That's fine. This is game 2. We got a game 3. All right, so we're done. We're done with this one. We're done with this deck. They got us. That's fine. Really needed to hit that Noxian Fervor the previous turn, huh? Really close game. All right, so TFGP versus Ash Shajati to see if we can get our fourth and final fourth win gauntlet of the day. Yeah, that was great. That was great. Really close nail biter down to the end. Hit the bad side of some variants, get another try here. I think I want to mulligan looking for an aggressive curve in this matchup. I really want like 1s and 2s. 1, 2, 3s. Pretty sure we play this on 1 as a 2-2 here. Can we play our Make It Rain for 2 mana and then kill this and deal 1 to them and get in? Oh no. There is a thick, chunky monkey about to roll off the top of their deck, chat. It's about to roll on in and mess with our business.
Time to get rich.
You have brittle steeled the thing. I think I'm supposed to hold this to deal more down the line.
Yeah, you don't want to cross.
Alright, see chat? 10 Noxian cards, no problem. Extra damage in here with the warning shot. It triggers Gangplank as well, which I think is good for us.
We'll all get your work done if you don't.
I think they're an Avalanche deck. What is in their hand?
Seize the opportunity.
No one blows up our kegs but us. Yeah, exactly. Hello, oldest son. Aww, I love you too, Jacob. That's very good handwriting. You practicing writing with mom? I can keep that. Thank you, Jacob. Forever. Make it rain. Some things die while others feel the pain. Make it rain. He brought me a paper that says, Dear Daddy, I love you. Love, Jacob. Isn't that sweet, chat? Warms your heart. It even warms my cold, dead heart. I don't really care about this, right? It, like, can't block.
There's plenty of killing left. Charge!
I should set it up because of that. That's a good call. Alright, I'll chump it. We'll keep our life total high. Okay, so that has to mean they have Reckoning, right? So now I'm gonna play this and red card them.
Never lost a fair game or played one. Something for all of you.
Yeah, it also feels a little spooky ghosty, but it is what it is. I don't know. You don't play this here if you're ghosting, right? So probably not. I don't know. There's like playing. We could have Scorched Earth too. That could just be a heads-up play trying to play around this. So if they're ghosting, they definitely don't do that. So like, and that's why I didn't say that, because like to start, because generally speaking, ghosting's not something that happens very frequently. When we were wondering what cards they had in their hand, they must have just had a bunch of Frostbite, huh? Sweet. Four gauntlets, 4 different lineups, four win sets.